Hey guys, how's it going? It's Molly. I'm here today to do an Ulta haul. So this is part of my Black Friday orders. I did not film a collective haul for Black Friday because I think that would have been a bit excessive because it was excessive. But let's just consider this to be part one of two. I am going to film the rest of my purchases at some point, but I wanted to go ahead and do just like a good old-fashioned try on first impressions Ulta haul. So I've got a mix of drugstore and high-end. All of it was on sale, which I'm stoked about. And I believe I used points and I had like a 20% off thing. So maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Some were on sale, some were just a 20% off. Anyway, I got this stuff for a steal and I wanted to show you guys myself applying it and talk about my thoughts. So this is the finished look. And I love it. I love it. So anyways, if you guys are curious about how I got this look and the products that I use, then just keep watching. Okay, so one of the products that I got that I'm not going to use because I read the directions and I would be doing it wrong if I did use it right now, is the Good Molecules cold pressed rosehip seed oil. It says to apply this to damp skin. My skin is not damp, so I will use that tonight and see what I think of it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with eyeshadow. The eyeshadow palette that I picked up is the Tartlet Juicy eyeshadow palette. I should have taken, oh no, is that shadow? We may have a broken palette. We don't have a broken palette, okay. So, here is what the palette looks like. I feel like this got really good reviews. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it did. I do love the Tarte eyeshadow formula, at least the Amazonian clay eyeshadow formula. So let's go ahead. It looks like we've got a mix of matte and shimmers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mattes, some of which may be satins. Like, yeah, I don't know. The shade Petal looks like it could be a satin, so I don't know. But we've got, how many pans is this? 3 times 4, 12? 12 pan chat. I am struggling. I am writing the struggle bus today. I apologize. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mattes and 6 shimmers to equal 12 shadows. Okay. So I'm going to start things out using the shade Rose as a transition shade. It's kind of a mid-tone pink. Might be a little intense for a transition shade, but it's all good. It's blending out beautifully, no major issues. I might take Blossom, and when I say I might, I am going to take Blossom on that same brush and just kind of help that maybe diffuse a little bit because it was slightly intense for a transition. But since I did it on one side, I need to do it on the other as well. So we're going to just repeat that over here. That is really pretty. I feel like these are very wearable pinks. So I'm excited about that. Maybe I need to do some swatches. So I'm going to swatch the shimmers. Okay, so there are the shimmer shades swatched. Oh my God, I don't know. Honestly, these first 3 here, they're the ones from the top row. Those are really, really beautiful. And I think I want to do stuff with those. So I'm gonna take Dream Chaser, this shimmering reddish purple. And I'm going to apply that on my outer V. And okay, so apparently most of my lid got a little carried away there, which is fine. This shade is so nice. I feel like these shimmers would work fine in the crease as well, so I am gonna take it on a brush and just help to kind of diffuse that guy there. Help her blend. We're not doing anything too crazy with the eyes today, I don't think. Just playing it relatively safe. Okay, and then I'm gonna take Paradise, the shade here, on the inner portion. Making sure to overlap with, what is it? Dream Chaser. That's the purple shade. I think this is like the first time in a while that I've been more excited about my face products than I have been about eye products, which is kind of trippy. Okay, that's pretty. But I feel like we need a little something else. I don't know, what do we need? What does it need? I'm deepening up the crease a little bit with that initial transition shade. I'm gonna go back in with Dream Chaser to deepen that up. I feel like when I went in with a brush, it took some of the pigment away, which is pretty normal. Like, that's not anything specific to this palette. I wish I had some wipes to clean things up, but I don't. They're in the nursery and the baby is asleep, so I'm not going in there. I'm gonna try taking Paradise on a wet brush and see what that does. It totally doesn't need it. Like, this is a fine situation we have on our hands right here, but I do like just kind of playing around and seeing what happens. And obviously it kicked that up just a little bit, and I'm into it. Okay, I am gonna take Orchid right here, where those two shades meet. Oh my. Oh my, and just kind of help with that blend. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. And I think I'm in love. I'm gonna take the shade Euphoric. It's just this dark brown matte. And I'm just gonna smudge this along my lash line to help add a little extra dimension. Is this the best eye look I've ever done? No. Is it the shadow's fault? Also, no. I'm just like kind of rushing through. I probably need to slow down and take a little bit more time here. Okay, so that's where we're at with the eyes. This, so far, so good. Like, I like how it's performing. I'm excited to use it. I think this is a beautiful everyday palette for people who are cool with these shades. Obviously, if you don't like pinks, I wouldn't get this. It's pretty pink, but it is very, very pretty. Okay, I just realized that I never washed my sponge, so I'm gonna go do that really quick, and I'll be back to do foundation and all of that good stuff. Okay, whew. I don't know what planet I'm on right now. Hang on. Okay, so, I really do like that. There's something going on over here though. Like, there seems to be lack of pigment right there, and I don't know why that is. I'm going to see if, sorry, I'm not speaking in complete sentences. Okay, there. I just needed to add a little bit and it's fine. No big deal. Okay, let's go ahead and do foundation. Actually, no, let's not. I'm going to do a primer. I actually bought a primer. I got the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer because quite a few people rave about this, and I'm very curious. It says, what does it say? High Adherence Blurring Surface Smoother and Primer. Cool. So how do you do it? It says to use as the last step in skincare regimen, either on its own or as a makeup primer if irritation occurs, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's just see. It's got one of those safety seals. Okay. Ooh. So I'm just using a little bit, and it doesn't have a scent. I almost said flavor, which, by the way, that is one of my biggest pet peeves when people say flavor instead of scent. Like, I'm not eating it. I'm smelling it. It's different. Flavors are for eating. Scents are for smelling. This is really soft. Wow. Wow. Definitely like silicone-y, but nice. Not like in a thick, goopy way. Like, it feels like it's sinking into my skin really well. And I'm into it. Ooh. Hi. Are you blurring anything? I don't know. I don't know that it's blurring, but maybe I just don't have a ton of stuff that needs blurred. I don't know. But so far, so good. That's definitely something that I'm going to have to try out with a foundation that I already own to see if it makes a difference with certain things. Too many variables going on for this experiment to be conclusive. So, because I'm also using this new foundation, this is the Essence Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation. It says it's with hyaluron and aloe vera. It's 24-hour long-lasting hydration. I got the shade 040 Neutral Vanilla. So it's got hyaluronic acid and aloe, 24-hour wear, and lasting moisturization with a natural coverage, finish, and weightless skin feel. All of those things are things that I'm into. So let's see. I feel like this has gotten good reviews as well. Like, these are not new products. These are just things that had been on my wish list for a while. For a while that I finally decided to try. Okay. So it just comes in a little squeezy tube. Easy peasy. Okay. That looks like a good shade match. Dang. Good job. Me. Seems like a good amount to start with. I wish I had added a new sponge to my cart because this guy is very, very sad. My sink is draining real slow. Oh my gosh. I got a big honker coming in hot right here. It's one of those ones that just hurts. And there's not going to be anything that I can do about it. It's just going to be there until it's no longer there. I don't know what to say. Okay. So I would classify this coverage as light medium upon the first go around. I'm going to see if I can build it up around my nose and cheeks where I've got a little bit more hyperpigmentation. My chin. I hope you're buildable. If not, maybe it'll just be a good option for light coverage days. Is that Jurassic Park? I think maybe. Hello, mustache. Ooh. It's time to wax. Okay. Wow. It did build up. Yeah, it's buildable. I like it. I'm into it so far. I like that it is a natural finish. I'm not having any, I feel like it's not obvious that I have foundation on, and I personally really, really like that. So, excuse me, I'm burping because I'm hungry. It's gross. Yeah, I'm excited to use this more. How much do you get? It's 1 fluid ounce, so that's very typical of a foundation. Okay. Hold up. I also got this Milani Rose Butter Lip Mask. Huh. I've been using it at night, and I really, really enjoy it. It's worth the hype, 100%. It's very, very good. Man, yeah. I like it. I like this. I'm excited. Okay, concealer, another one that gets rave reviews. It looks like it's all like worn around this part right here, which made me think that maybe it was opened and used, and it's not. Anyway, this is the Covergirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. I got the shade Classic Ivory, which I'm wondering if it's going to be too light. Nope, I think it'll be fine. So I'll use this under my eyes to start and just kind of see if I want to use it anywhere else. I don't understand why my sink is still draining from when I washed my sponge, but it is. It's very weird. Doesn't matter. Okay. So I'm trying to think if this concealer reminds me of anything. Maybe slightly Shape Tape-esque, but not as dry. Like the coverage level reminds me of Shape Tape, and the consistency, like it's somewhat thicker, but not like goopy necessarily. I'm going to take it on my nose a little bit just to help that Essence foundation along. Okay. Yeah. Hi. Hello. I do. I like this. Is there going to be anything that I don't like? Maybe. We'll see. Okay. That's the concealer. It was really easy to blend out. It's a good shade match. It's not like, it doesn't appear that it's too dry. I'm not going to set it just yet. I'm going to wait to use powder because I do have some creamy things to use. Okay, so I picked up a couple of Ritual Defy products. I got one of their cream luminizer and a cream pigment. Let's go with the cream pigment first. This is a cream blush. It's like the little Becca-esque packaging. Here's what the inside looks like. Is this gonna be too, oh man. Let me do a swatch so that we know what we're working with. Okay, there it is. So I want to say you can use this on your lips or on your cheeks. What does it say? It says the vibrancy of passion, of euphoria, of fury captured in a spectrum of stunningly versatile colors for every part of the face and made perfectly blendable in a dewy finish. Okay. That's a dark shade. All right. Do I want to use that? I also got one of the Knobless Skin Glazing blushes. This is also somewhat deep. I'm going to show you guys what it is though. I'm leaning towards the Ritual Defy just because I haven't tried that formula before, but this is Independence in the Skin Glazing, which looks like that. I have the shade Truth, which I'm using in my project pan right now. Not project pan, Shop My Stash. I keep saying those things interchangeably and I'm almost always wrong. So anyways, here is Independence. I personally think that is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. It's kind of along the same lines as some of my favorite blush shades. So I'm into that. But I think for today, I'm nervous. I'm gonna do the Ritual Defy. I don't really have necessarily a good cream blush brush. I oftentimes just use my normal blush brush, but today I'm going to use my sponge and see. Oh my gosh. Hi, you're beautiful. Okay. I think the sponge was the right way to go personally, like especially with a shade this intense. It'll help to not be, I don't know, I feel like I'll have a little bit more control than with a brush. On the bridge of my nose. Just a little bit. I bet this would be a really beautiful lip shade too. If I didn't have a lipstick to use, I might consider using this as a lip shade. Okay, all right, that's where we're at so far. It's building up on itself. It doesn't seem to be disturbing the foundation underneath at all. Of course, I'm also not like rubbing, I'm just tapping. So maybe, I don't know, maybe if you, I don't know. Sometimes cream blushes can lift up your foundation, which is no bueno. But she's pretty. All right. All right, so then the other Ritual Defeat product is the Luminizer, and I believe it's also a cream. Yes, it says cream. I'm gonna put my boxes down below. So here is that. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. It's like a gold pink duochrome. I have no idea if you can see that swatch. My hands are terribly, terribly dry. Maybe I should do a palm swatch. I'll do a palm swatch. Okay, so there's that guy. That I think is gonna look really nice with the blush. So this is the shade Solaris. I'm gonna try just like tapping it on with my finger and seeing what happens. Oh, hi. Hello, friend. I'm very excited about this. Get that brow bone, that hairy, hairy brow bone. Oh my God. Look at it. Wow. Okay. That just kicked everything up like 25 notches. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh my God. Hi. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Okay, that's where we're at. I am gonna go in with my brush just to see what happens with the blush. Ooh, what happened was brush hair got in the blush. Oh, hi. Okay. Good things happen. Just intensified it slightly. And he's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay. Okay. All right. So maybe I'm a little bit blushed. I will admit. But I'm very, I'm pleased to death with how that looks. So I am needing to warm things up a bit with my bronzer. So I'm going to, it's a powder bronzer that I got. So I'm going to powder my face now first, and then we'll go in with powder bronzer. I think that makes sense. So this next thing that I picked up is the Mini Matte and Dewy Duo Complexion set from ABH. I am kind of a sucker for like a good mini. It's a nice way to try things. I love trying makeup, and that's why my collection is what it is. Obviously, not obvious, but I already had a Dewy set, a mini one, and now I have a second one, which by the way, I really, really like this stuff. So not mad about that at all. Okay, but this powder I have not tried before, and I want to try it. This looks like the kind of powder that would give you flashback. I have no idea if it is or not, but I'm curious. But it's translucent, so it may not. It probably doesn't. I don't know. All right, I'm going to go in. Oh my Lanta. This was a mistake. Yeah. Okay. I just messed things up a little bit. I was going to set my under eye with the same side of the sponge that I used my blush for, which would have been a poor choice. So I've got a little bit of creasing, but a very minimal amount. So, okay, I got powder and I am setting. Maybe that's too much, I don't know. now I'm gonna use a brush. Whew, that hurts my eyeballs. Seems like a pretty like finely milled powder. It definitely mattified everything. Like, it is mattifying. So if you're not into that, maybe don't do this. And I feel like it mattified. Did it? Where's my my luminizer? It's pretty matte now, and I'm not in love with that. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna try putting the luminizer back on over the powder and see what happens. Will it work? Will it not? We don't know. Seems to be just fine. No major issues here. Thank goodness. That was like my favorite part so far, and the fact that the powder just like took it away made me a little bit sad. Okay, so that's the powder. Like I said, it's definitely mattifying. So if you don't like that, you won't like this. But I do think that a mattifying powder has its place. So yeah. I don't know. It's probably my least favorite thing that I've gotten so far. Okay, bronzer. My bronzer is the Nobla Skin Bronzing in the shade Ambra. Ooh, you're pretty. Okay. I feel like this is going to be a really good shade for my skin tone. There it is. You can barely even see it. So that's a plus. All right, never used this formula for a bronzer. I'm all out of whack. Normally I do my bronzer first. This is blending out really, really nice. It's not terribly pigmented. The more I'm looking at this powder, the less I like it. I feel like it just makes things look a little bit sad. A little bit sad. But the bronzer, I do thoroughly enjoy. It's not patchy. It's not problematic whatsoever. My application might be a little over the top. But yeah. I like it. This is going very well. All right, I'm going to do the lower lash line now. What do we want to do? I kind of want to play with the browns. I know that that's maybe a little bit boring, but whatever. I'm going to take Dusk, and I'm going to take it on a Sigma E54. And because it's a shimmer, and I don't know, it just feels like the right thing to do. I'm going to wet it because I think, in my experience, with the lower lash line, that's just the way to do it so that it doesn't get in your eyeballs. Because I don't like shimmer in my eyeballs, I guess. Okay. Now I'm going to take this gold shade, Shine. I'm going to take this on the inner portion. Also taking it wet. Then for inner corner action, I'm going to take the shade Reflect here and just pop that right there. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful inner corner highlight. I love it. Okay. Brows. Let's do brows because I feel a little naked without them at this point. So nothing new with this. I'm just going to speed through this real quick and I'll be back to show you guys the rest. Okay. I went ahead and did my mascara also because I didn't have a new one. Okay, and then the final thing that I wanted to show you guys is this new NYX lipstick. This is, I want to say it was a collaboration with some, I don't know, some show that I had never heard of, but the name of the lipstick is Teddy Berry, which I thought was adorable. Also, this packaging is recyclable, it appears, or at least parts of it are. And I like that. Like, this is cardboard, so I'm into that. Okay, this is much deeper than I thought it was going to be. Ooh. Definitely a shade that would be best with a lip liner that I don't have. Okay. Wow, this is super creamy and really, really nice. It's very comfortable. Like, it's not overly matte. It's a good formula. I don't know what formula this is, but I like it. I love the shade. I love this shade. I think the shade looks really nice with the other tones that I chose. Oh my gosh, I did so good. And it makes my teeth look white. Hello. Okay. So let's go ahead and run through everything really quick. With, where, I don't know where to start. Where are my things? Okay. Eyeshadow palette. I love this. I really, really love this. I feel like, oh my God, that's just, it's stunning. It is so pretty. Everything blended out really beautifully. The shimmers are gorgeous. They're nice and impactful. The mattes blend well. I literally am repeating myself, I know. But also these tones, I think, are just gorgeous. And so for that reason, I thoroughly enjoy this. Foundation, so far so good. I don't have any complaints. I do kind of wish that I had not gone in with a mattifying powder, but I think it's fine. In fact, I think my oils are already starting to kind of peek through. I like that I can see the skin of my face through this. Like, it's not mask-like at all. It blends in really nicely with my neck. Like, I feel like because it's a lighter coverage, it's way more user-friendly. So far, I like it. I'll definitely have to update later on. Concealer, this is great. No issues whatsoever. I think this is a gem of a product that, and it's drugstore prices, so what's not to love about that? Okay, powder. I have better powders. This I don't think is going to become a favorite by any means. I'm holding my mirror so that I can like reference my face so that I know what I'm talking about, by the way. Anyways, doesn't matter. Probably not going to be a favorite, but I think it's fine. Meh. That's that. The Ritual Defee products. Oh my God. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. This luminizer, like, are you going to get like a beaming highlighter? No. But if you don't like that, then this is a great option. It's very, like, it's nice and subtle, and it's a nice shade. It's a fun shade. It's not just your typical champagne highlighter. It's something a little bit different, and it's gorgeous. Very, very easy to blend. No issues with that at all. Same with the blush. Really great. It worked. It applied very well with a brush. It applied great with a sponge. It didn't mess with my foundation underneath that I can tell. I think it's good. I think it's really good. Okay, and now the bronzer. I think the bronzer is fantastic. Yeah, I don't have any qualms with the bronzer at all. I really want to know, I think maybe using this over a cream product was like, there's maybe a little bit of muddiness here. But it's nothing that is such a turnoff that I'm like, I don't like it. Like, I know that this is a good product. I think it's probably going to work best paired with powder products or used before I go in with my creams. So there's that. I have no doubt that this is incredible. I love the Truth shade, so this is just a different shade for me. Oh, I forgot. I also picked up the ColourPop lip. No, that's not what this is. The Kopari Lip Glossy. This is actually a replacement tube because I have the same exact shade, same product, and I lost it, and I love it. It's very, very comfortable. So I did pick that up. The primer I think is fine. Like it was very, very comfortable. It's very soft. I don't know. I mean, I think it'll be interesting to pair this with some foundations of mine that maybe I notice wear off after like 6 hours and see if it extends the wear. I would expect it to because it says high adherence. In my mind, that means it should last. So I don't know. Lip mask, huge fan. Just feeling the lip products, honestly. And then this lipstick. I love it. I love it. I could probably stand to blot. It's so pretty with the eyes. Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, that is everything. Of everything, the only thing that I'm a little like meh about is the ABH powder. Other than that, super into all of it. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, I hope that you give me a thumbs up, subscribe before you go, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.